Hi there, I'm Miriam and welcome to Miriam's Manor. Today, you guys, I am so excited to share this project with you. So don't fast forward through this part because I'm going to give you some information that I know you're going to want to check out. I had someone follow me on Instagram and their handle is Villages for All Seasons, and I'm going to link this information for you guys right here. And I was scrolling through her page and blown away at her talent for Christmas villages. She had a scene that absolutely inspired me with the vineyard. And so I had mentioned it to my mom, telling her how fantastic this scene was that I saw and how I really wanted to do a vineyard. So my mother actually gifted me a winery for my birthday. So I was so excited because now this year I get to incorporate this vineyard into my Christmas village. So today's video, I am going to show you how to make grapevines for your Christmas village. Now this is completely inspired by Villages of All Seasons and their page. She had some grapevines on there that when I saw them, I absolutely fell in love with them, and I was like, I've got to recreate these things. So I went and checked out my stash closet for my little craft supplies, and I was like, I am determined to make these from whatever I can find. I had everything that I need to make these already in my house. So the supplies are a lot of things you might already have, especially if you've already been crafting and building for your Christmas village. It's very minimal supplies and it's super easy to do. You guys, this project only takes like 10 minutes. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I did creating it. And thank you so much to Villages for All Seasons. And let me know if this is something that you guys might think you want to try. So check this out. I'm going to give you a quick pan of all of the materials I am using for these grapevines, and a list will also be put in the description box. To start, I am going to make my grapes first. So I have some red paint in this cup and I'm adding 2 drops of blue to make some purple. Now, go easy on the blue if you're mixing your own color because blue does go a long way when you're making purple. So now I'm just adding some little styrofoam pieces into the mix, mixing it up well. And then I am going to take this out and make little grape clusters on my wax sheet of paper. Now, to make the styrofoam pieces, all you have to do is take a piece of sandpaper to a block of styrofoam and begin to sand it, and the little balls will start to create and fly all over the place. And that's all I do for this. And then I just collect them in a little pile and save them for my little grapes. Also, the reason I start with the grapes first in this is because the grapes do need a couple of hours of drying time before you can really handle them. They do need to be completely dried before you can glue them onto the grapevine. So I start this process first to allow for drying time, and then I move on to the other part of the process. And here is a close-up of all of the grape clusters that I have created for the grapevines. So I just realized that I wasn't actually recording when I made this first vase here. So I am going to show you guys how to do this again. So for this, I am beginning with my floral wire, and I am going to bend this into a rectangular shape. So I'm just measuring this against the one that I just created, and I'm just going around and bending each section to the size of the one that I already created. And I'm going to bend it again here and leave a little bit of an overhang so that way I can close this rectangle up. So I straightened out my wire some, and now I'm just going to take this excess piece and bend it back and wrap it around that existing shape there. And now I'm going to take the excess wire that's left and bring it to the middle of this stem. And I only need about half of this wire, so I'm going to cut the other half off. So now I will take that extra little piece of the wire that I just clipped off and add it to the opposite side and wrap that around that side as well. And that way this gives me a base for the beginning structure of my grapevine. And as you can see, I'm just using my nippers to help wrap this around this base. And next I am just going to apply some hot glue to where I added that wire so that that stays firmly in place in the middle where I want it. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Now I am taking my skewer sticks. You can also use dowel rods or toothpicks if you have those, and I am cutting them down to size. And now I am taking the skewer stick and lining it up with that extra stem that I had hanging down from the floral wire, and I'm just wrapping that excess around the skewer stick. And I'm going to do the same thing on both sides. Okay, so we've got our base all complete. So now I am going to take this moss. I got this bag at Walmart and it was, I believe, $5 or $7 for this big bag of moss. So I am just going to kind of pick out a section that is this width of this grapevine, and I am going to put hot glue around the floral wire, and then I'm just going to stick the moss on it, and that's it. This is so super simple and easy, and I'm going to continue this going across the top first, and then I'm going to flip this over and put another layer down underneath on the bottom of this. So now it's time to add the dried moss, the brown color at the bottom, and I'm applying it the same way, just with some hot glue starting at the wooden stick there on the end. And then I am just going to put some in the center underneath the green moss and just stick it on. Now, I will be kind of cleaning this up a little bit, but for now I'm just getting it applied and getting it all glued on here. So this is what it looks like now that I trimmed a little bit of the sides up with my regular scissors, and I'm taking my razor blade and putting it underneath the grapes to lift them, and I will flip the grape over on the back side and then apply this Beacon quick grip glue, and I'm going to use a generous amount of this on the back side so that this cluster always stays together nicely. And then I'm just going to stick this right onto the grapevine, and it holds very nicely, so I just press it for a few seconds, let it go, and that's it. And then I'm going to continue this process all the way around this grapevine. So this is it. You can see a little bit of the glue and the paint is still wet, but once it dries, it'll dry like the rest of the matte finish and the rest of the grapes. And I just love this. This is going to look so cute in my vineyard, and I just can't wait to get this whole scene done so you guys can check it out. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on that notification bell because, of course, since I just made the grapevines, next, my whole entire vineyard is coming. So that'll be the next video that I will release, and I'm hoping to have that done within the next week. So if you guys have any questions for me, definitely leave me a line in the comment section and I will get back with you. And until I see you again, stay safe, God bless you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.